Peace, family. So I'm back with another one. Today what I wanted to do was I wanted to talk to my chosen ones about how there is no hope left for them. There's no hope left for them. There is hope left for humanity, but for the ones who have sided with the demonic team, it's no more hope left for them. You got your fence riders. They had about 40% hope, you know. Of course, all of us over here on this side of the spectrum, we 80-90% on up, you know. But for a lot of the other beings, man, the way this spiritual war is set up right now, anything that's pertaining to hope, anything of any righteousness, value, substance from within, comprehending anything beyond self, it's like a lost cause for them over there. And what kind of dove me into the subject today was I signed up for a witch that y'all know I mentioned to. We don't engage with each other, but witch is in my life, you know, because I got a child. So, but when I have to engage with my mini and I could see how distraught her energy is, when I could see the witchy things that her mother continues to do. I got a lot of other examples. This just, y'all know me, it's just whatever pulls to the forefront, whatever is like most current or recent. And just understanding, like, I done known this female for about 10 years now. 10 years is a long time. My daughter only 8. 10 years is a long time to not fucking shift. 10 years is a long time. I did 3 years in prison and I did not come home the same man that I went in there. For me, when I went in there and I had to take that whole process on because of what I chose to do with pairs that didn't have my best interests at heart, it was what it was, you know. I told myself that I was going to work on my patience. It was things that I told myself before I even knew what the hell was going on that I was going to work on while I was in that space. Even though some people look at that space like it's the hardest space in the world, I'm a masculine male, so I'm already thinking protection and any day could be the last day. So going through that process and having that on my spirit, that's natural for me. It was practicing and working on the other things which was tricky. These beings is not working on shit. Not a thing. It's no hope. When we say it's no hope, you can basically say it's no life force in that body. And I'm just speaking spiritually, because if you ain't living, you disintegrating. To stay in a certain mind state and space, to when the time you wake up or you come back to this realm and the time you get ready to take your break back to the outside realm, there's supposed to be some kind of substance and life given or being received in between there. You cannot give a dead force life. I know they show it on movies all the time. Oh, we need to bring them back from the dead. We need to... How many movies have you actually seen somebody come back from the dead? We gonna wait. And I ain't talking about zombies, because we see when zombies come back, they come back demonic, demons. We're not talking about that. We talking about actually coming back to life. And yes, some people are born with 6 fingers on one hand. You do got rare occasions where somebody had an accident, heart stopped, 5-10 minutes, they came back to life. Not the rare situations. We know of those. That's God's work, you know what I mean? The Creator's work. It wasn't their time yet. He had to finish their mission out. We talking about the ones for the predominant masses. I got an associate of mine that works in like mental health. And I call it mental health and put the quotations on it, because it's what we do over here. You know, we dive deep, they dive deep. The only thing is when they talk about that mental health thing, they like to put opioids with it. They got to give you some white pill for them that these weird people cooked up in the lab. Like, when you think about the pills that you're taking and doing these things, you gotta understand, like, somebody was really like Pinky in the Brain, trying to take over the world. Dexter's Laboratory, they are in the back whipping. They got people that they are abusing and using to force feed to take these so they can get the side effects and the results for whatever it is they're working on. Then they shoot it to the public. They don't just go back there, cook it up like, all right, this is a good strawberry cake. Let's send it out to the people and see how they feel about it. They're gonna sprinkle it to people around them first, and then they shoot it to us. But you have to know that, like, every day they get up, they have to figure out, all right, how are we gonna cut these trees down? How are we gonna destroy this grass right here? We're waking up saying, all right, you know what? We need some rain. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to the lake, get some water. We're gonna kind of get this grass together over here. We're gonna get these trees and these bushes together over here. Actually, that tree right there, we can use those branches to start working on this little shelf rack, blah, 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 etc. It's a complete difference between figuring out how to give life and how to take life. And a lot of these beings that signed up, it's no bouncing back. Like, we all know that they got psych wards. We all know about the fifth flow. So how many of those people have you seen bounce back? And these are the ones that's been drugged up by society, meaning the people said, fuck y'all, and then the system got them and start feeding them pills, said, fuck y'all. So how many of them have you seen come back? I know it's hard for us to comprehend, but a lot of the ones around us will not be bouncing back. They won't be bouncing back. It's like when you have that time travel or that time travel. I said the time travel or the time travel. I meant when you sleep and you travel. You sleep and you travel, right? And you have those dreams where you just either snap and you on another part of the world, or you jump and you on another part of the world. You realize when you have those travels, it's always harder for you to get back to your starting point. Of course, you wake up and it's usually not the worst thing in the world, but it's always hard to get back to your starting point. A lot of these beings, it's like telling a snake not to be a snake. Don't be slithery. Don't be sneaky. Don't be sly. You know, you should just work on announcing yourself when people, when you're in people's presence, rattle your tail, make some noise, stand up on your tail so you look really tall so you're visible, like, it's been almost 10 years and I'm still teaching my daughter how to fight the good fight when she's not in my space, because this witch has power through the system and her parents. So this witch, and I just said because this witch, she ain't never paid a bill in her life. She don't pay her phone bill, she don't got no rent, she don't have a car, she drive her parents' car, her mom watches my fucking daughter, the dad plays with her, she got weird associate around that I used to engage with, but if I ever catch him around my child, some things you just got to be ready to wear. Some things you just have to be ready to wear. And when I say that, I mean, like, I don't tell anybody to do any, physical violence, but I do tell you to protect yourself and to protect yours around you. And then sometimes you have to jump out the window first. And I'm just saying that meaning you have to stand on your word. So in my world, I'm a fucking masculine man. You ain't gonna test my nuts to see if they hang or not. And you ain't gonna play with my child. So it's not everybody in the world. My witch that I have to deal with is a whore. Most witches are whores. It's just what they do. It's like a drive-through line, like KFC or Popeyes. Popeyes was a great one. Remember they had that chicken that they whipped and put that shit in there, and everybody was running to the store to get it. It's like that, but in my world, once I say something, my word is my bond. So even if I tell myself, say I don't tell everybody else, I'm just like, man, if I ever catch him around my child out in public, I'm putting these hands on him. Simple process. It's a very simple process. I know that there's consequences that come with it, and I'm willing and have always been willing to wear those consequences. That's just called life. So you have to pick and choose which ones you know that you're gonna jump out the window for, because some of them are gonna be they're gonna be sporadic. They're gonna just pop up like a pop-up quiz to see if you was really about it, if you really gonna stand on it. Some motherfuckers you done had run across, you be like, yeah, I'm gonna say something to them at the job next time they touch my food in the fridge, or next time and then the universe presents you with the pop quiz, and your ass standing there silent like, well, I don't want to do anything to lose my job, or I don't want to do anything to, like, you know, start or cause any problems. It's like, motherfucker, it's already started. We at war. It's already started. That's why they touching your shit in the first place. That's why they moving your shit in the first place. That's why they ducking everything that you have. That's why they being so manipulative. Like, it's already started. It's already here. So, I don't know. For me, I'm a male. I am a masculine male. I play football. I love contact. I wrestle. I did karate. Like, growing up just for fun. You know, us, we just watched Bruce Lee and The Last Dragon. You know, we had Steven Seagal. We had all these actors in the movies that was fighting. So it just kind of kept us there. That's here. That's always going to be here. That's always here. I always point to both. I'm never going to point to one without pointing to the other, because these motherfuckers go hand to hand. Until you understand that and stop putting it on just your brain. Your brain controls the body. Your brain controls the body. That's why you can be brain dead but still be here in this vessel. And people are like, oh, well, yeah, he's a vegetable. On the outside. But spiritually, you don't know how active that being is. That means when the brain is dead, it's just not, you don't have the controller. It's like not having your steering wheel in the car, or taking your engine out the car. You can replace your brain with the steering wheel or the engine. Like, you still got your car. You still got your car. You can take the engine out, but you can still go sit in your car. You can still parlay in there. You can still do all the things that you want to do in there just without moving it. We're not in people inner spaces when they go to those spaces, what they call quote-unquote comas, or they get turned into a quote-unquote vegetable is the term that Western society uses, you know. But the more we out here in this field, the more you gonna realize it's no hope for them. It's hope for humanity. Don't get it twisted thinking that, oh, okay, well, you gotta have some hope and faith somewhere. Yeah, you do, motherfucker. I got hope and faith that I'm gonna keep myself protected and provided for, and the ones around me too. So that means by any means necessary. By any means necessary. I could go tomorrow. I'm pretty good on how solid I've been standing throughout my life, regardless of the shit that I done that I wasn't happy or pleased about, because I was just going through the damn motions. No, none of us out here perfect, and nobody should be trying to be perfect. What you should be trying to do is just be better than you was yesterday. You'll make it a lot further if you just practice being better than you was yesterday. Yesterday gives you a starting point if you don't have a starting point. Say you had a whole fucked up day, all these things start happening. You like, all right, you find yourself in a sunken space. Let's say you woke up and everything just start falling apart. You start getting witchy news. Just all things just was crumbling around you, it felt like. You take yourself to the sunken space in here and in here. So now you like either smoking too much for the day, or you drinking too much for the day, or you just like eating, stuffing your food too much for the day. Some people just want to go lay on the couch for the day and fiddle their fingers. Some people just go into bed and be scrolling on social media for hours just in the sunken space. Give yourself that time. Limit it, but give yourself that time. Give yourself that time. It never feels good when you get punched in the stomach. So I'm not one of them people who be like, yeah, they punched you in the stomach. Well, you supposed to get back up, and then you're supposed to just go right back at them. Yes, you get your ass up, but if you ever been in a fight, you get punched in the stomach, it knocks the wind out of you. If you ever been playing and got the wind knocked out, you gotta, you need at least 3 to 10 seconds to to get your shit together. So it's no different spiritually when you got life pounding you, beating the brakes off you, and you find yourself in a sunken space. What happens though is when we get in that sunken space, we start beating ourselves up more, and we forget to take into account that we are now helping them whoop our ass. Like, don't help them. Be aware. If you are overeater, just like, damn, all right, well, I'm gonna take it. Like, say you like to eat like fucking, you're overeater, you want to eat like meats and sandwiches and shit. Go get, like, I know the fruits is GMO, or find something lighter in your household that you would possibly overeat on. It's a lighter meal. You still are doing your sunken place thing where you just took a blow and now you trying to recover, but you are figuring out another method to kind of pull yourself out of there faster. And then once you can start working on those little steps right there, then you'll realize how easy it is for, all right, well, if they hit me like this yesterday and I hit myself this hard like this yesterday, that means that I know I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, and I can make today a lot smoother. And with me just taking these couple steps, I can already prepare my next steps for the following day. May not always work out that way, but you even hear how I dove into these different perspectives, because this is a lot of my process as well too. That's why it kind of flows like this. But like I said before, I got a witch that I've been dealing with for 10 years. I'm 38. She ain't been in my life forever. So understanding that there is not a whole lot of shifting in these motherfuckers. It's not a whole lot of shifting. And it makes me disgusted on the inside, and I get like ragey sometimes, because it's like, you have muscles, but then you don't have anything to use them on. You know, it's like you got intellect, but you don't have no one to share it with. You know what I'm saying? You got good cooking skills, but you ain't got nobody to try your foods. So it's just figuring out that process in between there, man, because they done. It's you can sweep their ass under the rug. Anytime you got to engage with them, just know that it's some kind of sympathy or empathy thing that they pulling on your strings, and don't fall for that shit. I haven't seen one shift out of this space, and I've been in this realm for a while now. I've been in this realm. I've been putting in this work before I even knew I was putting in work. And the thing is like, it's so many people that understand this concept because they've been in the same shoes as well too, you know? The ones who moving with God, we move for the people. We ain't moving for the dollar bill. We ain't moving for the job, you know, because, oh, I need this. No, bitch. Lower your means of living. Lower your means of living. Oh, I got to do this for my job so I could... When people say shit like that, I put you in the same boat as the actors. You're still creating. You're still emulating. You're still simulating the act. You're still doing it. I could say, oh yeah, I'm John today, but when I was acting, they made me play a female role and I was doing all this weird witchy stuff. You know, I'm like, hell nah. Either way, that was still me. Don't matter if I tell myself it was John. That's me. I'm still the vessel. I'm still the spirit entity that's controlling what's happening. A lot of them is not putting that kind of work in. They gonna shortcut it. They're going to shortcut it, and then they're always going to talk about the dollar bill first. We know we all need money. All of us know we need money in today's society. Needing money is like needing food and needing water right now. But are you willing to go take other people's food? Are you willing to go take other people's water? What are you willing to do for that food and water? And them beings that's on the hopeless side, they are willing to do anything. We hear about these big businesses and stuff stepping on the little man and the little people and all this stuff. We got people around us every single day who are stepping, stomping, jumping on anything that moves around them. That's not in their control. That's not in their control. So just be mindful, like, that you're not giving too much energy, that you're not, you know, trying to put too much value or substance into something because somebody used a couple different words, but they still on that same frequency. It's to a point now to where, like, you have to be able to read energy, intentions, Like, you have to be able to know body language. You gotta know how to communicate. You gotta understand that people choose to use the words that they do. You know, we at a day and age now to where it's no more excuses. You either gonna put the work in or you not, you know. You either gonna ride with the creator and the righteous or you not. You either gonna be hopeless and lost with the zombies and witches or you not, you know. But I ain't want to run it up too long. Just be mindful when you out here engaging and dealing with a lot of these hopeless, lost zombies. Like, you not hopeless and lost, so we don't have to sit excuses on them. Like, they went through shit while they lost, but you went through shit while you solid. I hate the fact that we always put, oh yeah, but they went through this and they went through, motherfucker, I went through shit. You went through shit. We all went through shit. Not gonna make it seem like what they went through was worse, because you don't know my living situation to even say what I was experiencing the whole time from a little child to get to where I'm at now. And it's not my job to break it down or explain it, you know? It's just my job to show you what you can overcome, you know? In the process, the light, the direction, the blueprint, the fine print, you know what I mean? Because they always got the big bold letters, and you gotta check out the fine print, you know? And that's for the witches working their spells. Because if they had good intentions, they wouldn't write really, really small to make it harder for you to read. To mean you have to focus more attention and energy, and you have to concentrate harder just to read a couple damn spells. Just to read a couple spells. You know what I mean? So just be mindful about giving that energy out too much to the hopeless. Don't be trying to pump life into a dead vulture. You know what I mean? Like, they over here telling you that they trying to bring themselves back up to life. That vulture is done. You can go give it mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, but you're going to feel disgusted when you get up. You always do. You're going to get a little muddy. You're going to get a little dirty. It's part of the process. That's why once the life is out of them, what we tend to do is we go over there, we walk over there real quick, and you stick your foot out. You be like, is it alive? Is it alive? That's about all the energy you give it. Because that's hope. You hoping that it may still be alive. You hoping that it may still move a little bit. Once you see that shit open its mouth, it say some weird shit. Soon as it opens its mouth, it could be like, I believe in politics. And it's like, oh shit, you gotta get away. Get away. Get away. That's just a small example, you know what I mean? Tap into everything down below. We will be doing more longer videos soon, and I did see a couple of comments about the long stream and wanting more longer content. I am still doing that. I just been fighting, and it's been taking a lot of energy to even get up here to do this. If y'all haven't noticed, I don't do reaction videos. I'm a creator, so I'm not going to grab somebody else's work, you know, when I can dive into this space, use the knowledge and information out here to give back the information. It's a lot of people who's monetizing off of other people's work that they put in. So it don't take a lot of work to add on to a sandwich that somebody's already made. They already done put the damn sandwich together. All you did was go and put your favorite dressing, sauce, or cheese or something on there, you know, or your favorite accommodation on the sandwich. But a lot of people in society right now where we at is they're just taking other people's content and using it and making more money off of it. But they aren't taking this kind of content and reflipping it or doing reactions to it. Not saying you gotta use my shit. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, like, when you go on TikTok and you on Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, it's usually a lot of the same kind of people reacted to, oh yeah, they should, and then they're regurgitating the same responses that other people did. It's like, yeah, you should have did that. These are zombies. These are zombies. They aren't even creating their own. They aren't starting from scratch. They aren't processing anything up here. I don't give a damn if you got a notebook or a notepad. Like, it's not original running around stealing people content. We could say it's not stealing because it's allowed, right? Taking other people's content to do reactions to make more money off of it. This is people that cannot dive as deep, you know? And you gotta remember that a lot of agents from the system can get placed into the public eye that way, because a lot of us have a tendency of wanting to watch or see something of a certain subject or topic, and then you see a certain content creator, because those are content creators. They are not up here dropping any knowledge and information. These are solely content creators who are chasing a dollar bill, and they figured out how to regurgitate someone else's responses to do the same thing. So you got a bunch of people like Manosphere pulling all these women videos up, and then they're all like just reacting to them and then giving the same response. I'm like, this shit is weird. It's a weird process. Like, you really gotta like zone out of that space. It's fucking weird. I'm overreaction videos. When I start seeing people, oh yeah, such and such happened today, yesterday, we're gonna react to this video and see what they're talking. We're gonna give my perspective. I don't give a damn. Do the subject without using somebody else's content. You know what I mean? Like, a lot, the real chosen ones are going to be more original and organic. More original and organic, you know. I could be at this shit all day, you know, but I do got some work to do. Tap in everything down below. Peace and love to the kids and queens.